Meritrack is a pure play assessment company. We have been in this business for the last 20 years. We provide very reliable and high quality assessment products and solutions. While the lockdown and this COVID situation is underway, we realize that the customers cannot keep waiting indefinitely for their recruitment drives or for their admission drives, etc. Right? So the customers are looking for a solution which is still as reliable as what would have been a center-based solution, but which can be taken with the candidates' personal devices at their homes or their personal settings. Same for the proctors who cannot venture into the centers. We still want these assessments to be proctored remotely. And so the products and solutions that are catered towards the online portion of assessment is now becoming more and more crucial in the overall product mix. What we will see in the upcoming video is the details of this solution, where we will walk you through the end-to-end flow, covering all aspects of a candidate taking the test as well as an administrator actually administering the test.
Tracking is one of the most comprehensive remote proctoring engine to conduct the online mode of examination. We offer tracking in two modes. One is called as auto proctoring, another is called as live proctoring. Now in both these modes, we capture three feeds from candidate side. One is their facial and eye movement, second is the screen and navigation action, and third one is the background noise in their room or their test taking location. All these three feeds are captured and continuously analyzed by our AI intelligent engine, which checks for any anomalies. Any attempt of malpractice from the candidate side is captured and it is recorded. At the end of the exam, at every candidate level, we generate a credibility score. This score is on a scale of 100, 0 to 100, and it is indicative of the genuineness and fairness in which the candidate has taken the attempt.
As a first step, first level of security, what we can optionally enable is a secure browser where the candidate will not be able to move out of the test layer. Every candidate will be having a unique ID and a password which they need to enter. What they will be seeing is the candidate information, where the name of the candidate can appear here, their unique ID number can appear here, their picture can appear here. Once they confirm that all these details are correct, they'll see an instruction sheet where all the information about the examination is given. What kinds of questions are there in the exam, how many sections are there, what is the total duration of the exam, any negative markings involved. All these details are mentioned in the instruction sheet along with the navigational instructions. So the candidate can go through these instructions and they will be aware or they will be comfortable to navigate through the test layer. Once they confirm that they have read and understood the instructions, they can start the exam. What the candidate will see is an agreement sheet where we will be taking a consent from the candidate that they do not have any handheld device or any supporting material like notes or books along their side. They also acknowledge the fact that we will be recording their face and eye movements, the screen and navigation actions, and the background noise in the room. Once the candidate agrees to all these terms and conditions, they'll move to the next step where the system will get into an automatic equipment check. So the system will check for the compatible browser. We support the latest versions of all the browsers, be it Chrome, Firefox, Edge, or even Safari. The system will check if the webcam is enabled or not, if the microphone is enabled or not for recording the background noise, and if an adequate network connection is in place. If the webcam or microphone is not enabled, then in case of a few browsers like Chrome and Firefox, a pop-up will appear on the left top screen, so the candidate can easily allow the access of these two tools. Okay. Finally, once all the checks and balances are in place, the candidate will move to the next level where he or she will have to capture a profile picture. The AI algorithm will be benchmarking this profile picture and will be running all the rules across this picture. As a final step, the candidate will have to share the screen. to allow the recording of the screen and navigation actions. You see a bubble out here where the candidate is getting a self view. It serves two purposes. One is to keep the candidate conscious of the fact that even though he or she is giving the exam remotely, still there is a system or a live proctor keeping an eye on the candidate. And second purpose is to throw an alert whenever the candidate is violating any of the rules. So as I'm continuously speaking, the system has detected and has thrown an alert that there is a conversation or noise in the background. This is the test player. The top header bar is completely customizable. We can have the corporate or institution's logo out here. Even the color scheme can be modified to meet the branding guidelines of the institution. There is a clock which is ticking, so we can configure the duration of the exam. There can be additional resources which can be provided, like the initial instruction sheet in case the candidate wants to refer it during the time of the exam, or at any point if the candidate wants to see the summary report, they can see this summary at a section level or at an individual question level from this report itself. Some tools like a calculator can be provided to the candidate. All of it is configurable. The first section which we see out here has all MCQ kind of questions. We support 12 different kind of questions. For this particular demo examination, we have MCQ kind of questions in the first section. So if I'm aware of the answers, I can simply give my option and proceed to the next question using the next and previous button out here. Or I can navigate by clicking on the respective question in the number panel. If I'm not sure of a particular question, I can mark it for a later review. Or if I'm confused between few options, I can answer the question, but I can still mark it for a later review. So as you can see, all the actions that I'm taking is resulting in the change in color and shape of the question in this number panel. The legends are available here. If say 5 minutes or a few minutes are remaining in the exam and I just want to see the questions which are not visited or I have marked for a later review, I can do so using the filter options available here. We also support descriptive kind of questions. So as you can see, there is a typing area which is available to the candidate, where the candidate can type the answers. Even a table can be inserted here. There are special characters available for mathematical, economics, or any kind of examination. What we optionally allow is this kind of an upload option. Say if a question requires the candidate to draw something or scribble something on a piece of paper and upload it as a supporting to the answer, the candidate can do so by clicking on the upload option, and they can upload the file, and all those material will be available to the faculties online on their screen so that they can see the answers which candidates have given and give the grades. Right? So you might not be seeing the end test option for this particular test. We can enable it only on the last question of the last section or after the candidate has spent some amount of time on the test, so that candidate does not complain later on that I clicked on the end test by mistake. And even when they click on the end test button, there will be a 2-level confirmation that we will be taking from the candidate. First, we will be showing them the attempt summary so that they are conscious of the fact that they have not answered a couple of questions, they have marked some of the questions for review. Even then, if they want to proceed and submit the test, they'll have to confirm at a final level that they want to submit and end the test attempt at this stage. Right? So when they confirm, click on the confirm option, the test will end and the candidate's attempt will be recorded. Now in case of auto proctoring, after the candidate has submitted and confirmed their test taking submission, what will get generated is this detailed candidate level report where we will be showing a credibility score. This is a sample candidate report. It has a credibility score of 72%, which is quite good in an auto proctor scenario. If you want to see how this score has been arrived, we will be having the detailed plot or analytical insights available. So what you see out here on the plot, the x-axis has the time, the entire duration of the candidate's test taking attempt, And on the y-axis, you see all the events which we capture across which the AI algorithm will be running. So essentially, we also measure the intensity or the duration of that malpractice attempt as well. Right? We can also have a detailed view at an event level. So for this particular candidate, the rules that have been violated are C2 and M2. C2 stands for face is not visible or candidate is not looking into the camera, and M2 is the conversation or noise in the background. So 17 and 11, 28 is deducted from a base of 100 and a credibility score of 72% is arrived. If this report is not conclusive enough and if the organization wants to deep dive into the detail, we will have the entire recording of the candidate's test taking experience where we can play the entire attempt. We will be able to see the candidate's face and the background noise in their room. We will also be able to toggle to their screen and navigation actions. What we also capture are the face in the background. The camera will be capturing the face of the candidate at every minute's interval. So as you can see, the candidate started the exam at 12:01 and at every minute's interval we are capturing the candidate's photograph so that we are ensuring that the same candidate is appearing throughout the examination. What we also capture are small feeds or small clippings of the candidate's violations. So as and when the candidate attempts any malpractice, that particular session or the clipping will be recorded here and it is available for quick reference. In case of live proctoring, a proctor will be seeing all these alerts on his or her console and can get in touch with the candidate using 3 modes. One is through a live chat, another is through an audio call, or the third one is through a video call. For this particular demo exam, we have a proctor who is keeping an eye on me. So as you can see, the proctor has messaged me, so I can respond to the proctor. The proctor will also have an option to initiate a video call. So as you can see, there is a proctor out here. He has initiated a video call. He can ask me the questions, probe me for the deviations that he or she is seeing on the screen, and also ask the candidate to show around the room, show around the desk, so that they validate that the candidate is not having any supporting material on the desk. Also, there is no person in the room to help or support the candidate. So that is for the live proctoring part. In the conversation between the proctor and the candidate, be it through a chat or through an audio or video call, is recorded and is available for audit trail.
The platform works on all the devices, be it a mobile, tablet, laptop, desktop. What we need is a web camera with minimal resolution to capture the face and eye movements. We need a sound card and a microphone to capture the background noise in the room. We recommend a speed of 1 Mbps, but through the several exams that we have administered, we have realized that even a speed of 512 kbps works, which is easily available through a 3G or a 4G hotspot connection. Considering the futuristic outlook that Meritrack has, we already had these digital levers in place. Corporates were already using the remote proctored examination for their recruitment and regular skill evaluation drives. However, as we hit the lockdown, we started taking this solution to all the customers across segments. Even educational institutions have warmed up to this technology. They've understood the potential that technology and digital levers can bring on the table. We have onboarded thousands of customers to use this digital mode of examination using remote proctoring, and they have been fully satisfied with the security, scalability, and the candidate experience that these digital levers can bring. The best part about using a digital platform is the automation and analytical insights that it can table.
We have had some very good assessment drives using remote proctoring tracking solution in Middle East for educational institutions, in Southeast Asia for corporate hiring, in Latin America for upskilling and reskilling. So all in all, this is a solution that is agnostic to the geography and a rather end-to-end comprehensive solution that can be used in various types of settings, both in India and abroad. What we strongly believe is that these are the solutions that will help these organizations really leverage the facilities available because of all this technology to cater to newer use cases over and beyond what they have been doing all these years, and explore some of these offerings to expand their portfolios.